this station. Oh,
superb. Well, I'll try and try and be quite loud so you can hear me sitting in your car.
yeah, and I can hear you. It's fine.
Whereabouts are you in your car? I can see some people walking around.
Yeah, I'm at a
You're
service
sitting like
station.
as the car park or something like that.
No, I've just gone past Exeter on the M5 on my way to Bristol.
Oh wow!
Via
Lovely.
Bristol. So yeah, about an hour into my journey. I've got another 4 hours to go.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fill your brain with absolutely everything, and then you've got 4 hours to sit there and think about it on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's yeah. I guess it's gonna be fun.
I'm sure it is.
So
I've got my coffee, so I'm all right.
yeah. Well, like I say, this is advanced SEO, so not too advanced. I'm not going to start talking tech stuff,
Right.
but this is kind of a bit more of advanced than what I usually do. It's going to be good.
It's all right. That's fine.
Let's go. Right, so we're just going to wait a few minutes.
Just get some more coffee.
And I need to close some apps down. Otherwise, we'll get cut off. There's quite a few of us in already. I'll leave it a couple of minutes because everybody's been super early today. Usually people don't get into like, dead on the time or something like that. And people have been super early today. So you must all be excited to see this egg-shaped head. It's going to be good. This is the first time I've ever done this one. So it's what we kind of teach our team. It's the first time I've actually publicised this. So it's going to be good, I hope. Just letting everybody in. So I just want to say hello. I'm going to go a bit slow for the first kind of 3 to 5 minutes because there's quite a lot of people that signed up, and I want to make sure that they, they come through and that they kind of get the full value. But we've got a bit of a chat box on the side. They come through. If you could just put yourselves on mute. if you don't mind, please. Because that will help as you come through. Thank you. I'm just admitting some more people. We've got Izzy on the call today, who is my marketing manager, and she's checking who's turned up and who hasn't out of who signed up. And I think she's going to have quite a long list because there's quite a few of us today, which is absolutely awesome. So I just want to kind of go through a couple of house rules as we start. We've got time, okay? My main thing is I want to give you guys value. I want to make sure that you guys go away with knowing how to optimize your site further, knowing how, what SEO is at, and kind of really being able to kind of push that, forward. So please do feel at any time, go into the comment box, introduce yourself to everybody else, say hello, ask me some questions. We're really here because we want to kind of help you. I do know that there's quite a lot of people on here that haven't been on my basic SEO course. If you have not been on my basic SEO course, it's like my webinar, please do just put in the comments, and what I'll do is I'll make sure that later on you get a link to that as well. Again, that's totally free because we've got the basic SEO and then the advanced SEO. So this is kind of the step up. That'll be really good for you to go on there. So hi Vicky. Vicky's just written, she's a copywriter, content writer from sunny Herefordshire. Is it the sun? What's that? Don't know. Don't know anything about that. What I'll do at the end of this, I've actually got the link. We're going to be doing the basic next week. So I've got the link of that at the end of this course. What I'll do is I'll just stick the link in, and you can kind of all sign up to that as well, because there's a few people now coming in. They're all typing in, so just letting a few more people in. So we've got social media managers. Katie, she's in the process of setting up your own counselling business. That's absolutely awesome. Counsellors are really get on well, especially with SEO, because when you need a counsellor, the first place you go is Google, because you're kind of looking for that. For that there. We've got Anna, holistic marketing strategist. That's absolutely brilliant. Again, of course, I'll send you the link and everything as well. It's going to be good. And Lou's here, of course. Lou's here. I think you're going to be up to everything. I see you more than my mum at the moment.
Sorry, I've got wet hair.
That's right. So Gagan's in there saying that he's a restaurant business. If you just scroll through, you can see him in his restaurant. Look how amazing that is.
Hi, mate.
I need a reason to go to Basingstoke just to go into.
Oh, it's near me. You can come and see us both, Chris.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
What more do you need? Dream.
We've got Joe Weeks in here. Joe Weeks in here, owner of Elite Tracks, e-commerce, which is brilliant. And so we've got a few people from Manchester, and wow. Hillary from Rapid Healing Therapy as well. God, it's just going off. Jen from M8 Entertainments, we love Jen. She's absolutely awesome. So we've got Ahmed from Translation Specialist from Global Translations. Over 900 language combinations. That's incredible.
Wow.
I take it that is not you personally, buddy, because I don't think anybody's brain power is as good as that. So thank you all for joining. So it's 8 minutes past. So in true style, if they're late, then tough. I will let people come in as they come, but you know, let's get cracking because I know everybody's got their day. So firstly, thank you so much. I'm absolutely honoured to see so many people on here. It's, you know, it's absolutely wonderful. My name is Christopher Clowes. I am an award-winning author, marketer, co-founder of a group called HC Media Group. We're a digital marketing agency. Today, what we're going to talk about is advanced SEO. Okay, so those of you that haven't been on my basic SEO, it might just be a bit too difficult, might not. But what I will do is this is being recorded and we're doing the basic SEO on Monday. So you'll be able to see that as well. And then you can have both recordings and kind of it'll all make sense. Even though when I'm talking about advanced SEO, I am aware that we're not web developers in here. So I am keeping it basic advanced. You know, it's a step up from, what we was talking about previously. So in true style, what I'm going to do, I've got a slideshow. Anytime there's any questions, please kind of give me a shout and say that you've got a question and things like that. And hopefully, we'll be able to move on. I was going to say I have got a call at 12 o'clock, but it's with Louise who's actually on here. So if we overrun, it's fine. I'm sure.
Don't worry, just do what you've got to do, and
yeah.
I'm clear after that one. So you
Perfect.
just take your time, okay? Carry on.
Superb.
Can't get rid of me, can you, Chris?
No. So it's pretty good. So let's share my screen and pull this up, and then let's start slideshow from the beginning. I know what's happened, and this always happens. Let me just stop here. I always have my other screen live, and as soon as I share my screen, it always shows the wrong one. So there we go. Can everybody see my beautiful egghead and the advanced SEO sign there? Super.
Yes, we can.
Perfect. That's what I like. Like I say, at any point, please do shout if you've got any questions. I will stop from time to time as well, just to kind of check in the comments box and things like that. So this is me. I'm Christopher Clowes. Like I say, I'm an award-winning author on marketing. I've got 5 books available on Amazon at the moment, and I am just writing my 6th, Turn Your Website into a Sales Machine, which is, I've been saying that's going to be released very, very soon, but I've been saying that for about a year and a half because I've been so busy helping clients absolutely rocket their campaigns. I haven't had a chance to finish it off. I'm accredited by Google, which is obviously huge when you're talking about this subject. We sold over £50 million worth of products and services for my clients, helped a very, very large number of small to medium-sized businesses grow their business by making sure that they're being found when someone's looking for them. And I am co-founder of the award-winning marketing agency HC Media Group. So here's some of the brands I've worked with. Anybody recognize any of those brands? There's a few there. So these are some of the brands that I've worked with, just so you know my level of expertise. And what I try and do is take, obviously these guys have got very deep SEO strategies, and what I do is I try and take nuggets out of that and deliver that to small to medium sized businesses to help them grow, but in bite-sized pieces so they can understand as we grow. Who's this for? Websites that have implemented the basic SEO. Okay, you can't just do this bit without the basic SEO because it just won't work. Okay, you need the basic SEO, but I will be going through bits of that because I am aware that people that have been on here haven't been on the basic SEO. So I'm just going to try and mention that as we go through, just so it kind of sits a bit more easier. And, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody here wants more traffic from Google. That is the, you know, that is the key thing. So the first thing that we've got to speak about is the digital age sales process. Okay, why is this important? Now, I've got a master's in marketing. I do social media strategies, web design, you know, affiliate marketing, email marketing. We do pretty much everything. And I truly believe, from my heart, I truly believe that every single website in the world should have search engine optimization. This should be the first thing you do. This is the foundation of all marketing. We want to make sure if somebody is looking for us, we can be found. It's that simple. But these days, you know, sales process, if you wanted something 5, 10, 15 years ago, you know, if you wanted some information, you'd go to a library and find a book with that information. If you want to go shopping, you'd go to the high street, you'd wander around the shops and you would find something. Now, you just Google it. Everything that you used to do is now going through Google. So if you're the other side and you're providing a service or some information or a function or something, if you're found on Google, then that's perfect. Now, Gagan, obviously we've been speaking the last couple of days, you know, you're position 6 for, you know, Indian takeaway, you know, in Basingstoke. If you're position 1, someone searches Indian takeaway in Basingstoke and the first restaurant is an Indian takeaway in Basingstoke, what's the chance of them ordering? Incredibly high.
Very high, yes.
Because they're looking for that product. And this is the key thing with Google. They're looking for you. They want your product. They want to buy, which means this has got to be the safest, you know, marketing channel to go down. No? When people come to my website, they want a website, or they want some marketing and come to my website, and that's what we offer, I convert them. Yeah, about 80% conversion rate from the leads because we offer what they do. I'm just going to talk about basic SEO just for a couple of minutes, just to make sure that it kind of all fits in, okay? Just so as I'm going on, you'll kind of understand these. I think there's about 3 or 4 slides from the basic SEO one. So all Google is a local librarian. That is it, okay? Everybody thinks it's this big power. It's just a librarian. If you went to a librarian and asked for a book on World War II, they're going to go away and find a book that's easiest to find, most information about that product or that service or about World War II, and most people say it's a good book. That's what they're going to do. Easiest to find, best content, most people say it's a good book. And that is all basic SEO is. Technical, make sure the website's easy to find. 1 page, 1 service. Content, make sure that you're a book, not a flyer. Okay, if I got a book, you know, if I ask for a book on World War II and they give me a little flyer, am I going to be happy? No. I want a book. An authority. Is somebody going to give you a book that's not been recommended to them? They just find some random book on the side and go, there you go. Or are they going to choose the book that everybody says, that is a good book? You know, that's the main thing. And that is all basic SEO is. And like I say, I'll put a link in here so you can see my basic SEO training later on. That's not a problem. Now, one of the biggest things for basic SEO is 1 page, 1 service. Okay, and make that 1 page super relevant. Now, I'm just using our campaign that, you know, our thing at the moment. I'm just going to come out of this. I'm just going to show you something, what I mean. So here we've got our website. Can everybody see, you know, my HC Media website? Yeah, superb. So in here, we've got our services. I'm just going to go down to social media marketing. You see, I've got Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, LinkedIn. They're one page per service that we do. I don't group them up and just say social media marketing. With web design, brochure, lead generation, e-commerce, hosting, maintenance, app development. With branding, business cards, brochure design, magazine. I could just have a page called branding. Now, if someone searches Facebook marketing agency, Colchester, I have a page that just talks about being a Facebook marketing agency in Colchester, in Essex. Now, Google wants to give honest and relevant results. If someone searched Facebook marketing agency and I've got a page just about Facebook marketing agency, do you think the search engine is going to go, that's relevant? So I've split my pages up into a sitemap and one page, one service. Again, with search engine optimization, I've got SEO services. But I've broken that down, you know, e-commerce SEO, local SEO, international SEO, things like that. And voice optimization, which is absolutely huge at the moment. So one page, one service is the foundation. So now we're going to talk a bit about advanced SEO. Now, I've only got 3 points, 3 main points. I don't like to give too much because actually what that will do is fry your brain and, you know, you'll go away and you'll do nothing. I want to give you 3 things that you can do. If you've been on my Google Challenge course, you know one of them. Okay. The others are, you know, quite new as such. So following the technical, remember there's technical, content and authority. I'm giving you 1 per 1.
Okay, let's have a look. What's your surname?
Sorry, can you just put yourself on mute in the background there? What I'll do, if I go to, if I can, where is everybody here? Participants,
Yes,
there we go.
Still complete. And
So I've just muted everybody to make it a bit easier. So remember I said technical SEO, content and authority. I'm giving you 1 tip for advanced on each. This is for technical. Okay, how quick the Google spiders can crawl the website. I'm trying to explain this as simple as I can. Now, is anybody scared of spiders? Okay, I'm going to say the word spiders quite a lot in this in the next kind of 5 or 10 minutes. So if everybody's scared of spiders, I'm sorry. Okay. How Google works. Okay, I make a search. I am looking for the best SEO agency in the UK. The Google spider goes, aha, thank you for that search. I'm going to go and find you some results, bring it back to the mothership, which is then going to organize in what order it comes in. So the Google spiders will go out and come into your website. They go into your homepage and they filter around to try and find a page that is relevant to that search. And then they get back to the homepage and go back to the mothership and say, hey, I found HC Media, the best digital marketing agency in the UK. They've got a risk-free guarantee that if it doesn't work, you get your money back. Just a, you know, bit of a drop there of what we do. But no, that's how it works. So what you want to do is you want to help those search spiders find the information on your site. Now, these search spiders can only go forwards. They can't go back, they can't go left, they can't go right. They can only go forward. Now, if they come to a dead end, so they get to a link and it's broken, or they get to the bottom of the page and there's nowhere for them to go, They burn out. They can't get back to the mothership, so they burn out, and all the information that they've already gathered dies with them. Okay, so what we need to do as SEO managers is try and speed up that process. The quicker they can get onto your site, find the information, and get back to the mothership, which is Google algorithm, the better chance you have of being ranked. So this is your website. Okay, this is a sitemap, your architectural plans. So in the top here, you have your homepage. Then underneath that, you'd have your service pages and category pages. So, let's just say this page here was my social media marketing page. Then underneath that, I've got Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing, and things like that. Underneath this is my web design. And then I've got brochure web design, e-commerce web design. So I've got my one page, one service underneath. Hope that makes sense. One page, one service, your sitemap, all works, all lovely. So what we want to do is we want to speed up the way that Google can crawl the site. And this is done by something called internal linking. Now, if you've been on my basic course, you know that you need to have about 500 words per page. And, because you want to be a book, not a flyer. So about 500 words per page to make yourself a book, not a flyer. And what you want to do is within that content, you want to start linking to other pages. So I've got some examples. Here's my website, taking a snippet. Welcome to HC Media Group, a digital marketing agency in Essex that gets your website working. Underneath that, this is on my homepage, by the way. Underneath that, I have got some content that explains what we do. Now, if you notice, words that contain products that I do or pages are highlighted another color. So local SEO, e-commerce SEO, PPC, social media campaigns, lead generation, website, app and web build, brand guidelines. They're all highlighted in another color. And the reason they're highlighted in another color is because they're actual links to those individual pages. So the search bot goes, I need local SEO. They come onto my website, they come down my homepage because they can only go forwards. They come down my homepage and they see the word local SEO, and that links to my local SEO page. Do you think that provides a shortcut for that search bot to get to that page? It does. Then they will go through that page and read all the content and go, is this relevant to the search? Now, also, what you may notice is within the content right at the top, it says, we're a family-run digital marketing agency. That's what my homepage ranks for. So on every single page, I link back to my homepage. So they have a shortcut to get to the page where I want them to get to, and then they have a shortcut to get back to the homepage. By doing that, what you're doing is you're speeding up the process of the search bots being able to find the pages. It's really easy to do. Wix, WordPress, whatever, literally whatever website you're on, you highlight the words, you press a little paper clip that says link, and then you just put the page in that you want it to link to. It is that easy. You don't need any coding or anything like that. The whole reason for this is to be able to speed up the process and making it easier for the search bots to find that content. That's it. That's the first tip. That's the first thing, you know, it really, really works. So there's 2 reasons why we do this. Okay, so now this is going a bit more advanced. I'm just going to show you the 2 reasons. So number 2, spiders crawl the site. That is what we've just been through. Okay, and there you can see it, spider coming on, finding the pages, going to the pages, and then going down that page, having a link back to the home page. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, we're there. But there's another reason. Now, remember I said that every website has an authority score. On the basic SEO, you kind of know about this, but no, this might be the first time you've heard it, but every single website has an authority score. And the way that you get that is through backlinks. We're going to go into backlinks. That's the 3rd section. But what this internal linking does is it allows what we call link juice or authority to flow through the website. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that now because we talk about that very, very shortly, right? But I just want you to remember that having this internal linking lets the authority flow through the site. This is what it does. Okay, so this is a website that we took recently, and all we have done is internal linking, and that is the difference. The traffic's gone up 81%. Just because we've allowed Google to be able to see all the pages. You know, this is why, you know, we say, if you work with us on SEO, we say that we're risk-free. You know, we can put a guarantee in there because it is just a process. And if you do the process correctly, you will get better traffic. So if we don't get you better traffic, you can have your money back because it, you know, this just makes sense. It makes absolutely perfect sense. So that's the first tip. Before we go into the second tip, I'm just going to look at the comments. So Andy, not a problem, mate, not a problem. Catherine Ellis, you're not breaking up now. Yeah, so Andy was apologizing because he had some background noise. Yeah, so everybody's just saying that they can hear now, which is absolutely great. So the first thing that we've done is we've allowed the search bots to find the information much quicker because they've come through the homepage and then they flow all the way through. Question from Andy. If you're using ClickFunnels type of marketing website landing pages, do you still suggest adding linking into those pages? No, ClickFunnels will not rank on Google. They might rank through the one page, but they're not very competitive. So this is mainly for websites. ClickFunnels are great. I use ClickFunnels personally, but they're more for social media campaigns and PPC campaigns, not just your general website. So the second tip is flag your site to Google. And this is done through Schema Markup. Now, if you've been on my 5-day Google challenge, we do a session on this, so you'll kind of be relevant to this, but we're not actually doing a 5-day Google challenge now till October. So I thought I'd slip this in because this is so important. Now, what Schema Markup is, just imagine, you know, you're at school and you're reading a book, or school, uni, college, whatever, you're reading a book and you're like, I need to flag this. You know, I need to remember this page, and you get one of these sticky tabs and you put it on the page and you write on it, this page does this. So when you're looking for it again, you look at that book, you've got a tab and it can take you straight to that page. This is what we need to do with your website for Google. And this is what we call Schema Markup. Okay, so schemas are part of code. So what we're doing is, this is your sitemap. Remember, one page, one service, all your interlinking is done and everything. We're trying to create another shortcut. Instead of going into the homepage and crawling all the site, we're trying to flag and say, hey, come straight here. Come straight here, and this is where the information is. And you see this online all the time. Okay, so when you go onto Google, I've just done some snippets. Okay, so on the top left, we've got an FAQ section. So if someone types in, how does solar energy work? And you've got that question right there, guess what? You're going to click on it. It's a deep link right into the question. You don't need to go onto the website. You don't need to trail through the website and find that. It's a deep link straight there. On the right-hand side, as you can see, this one's called breadcrumbs. You know, you look at someone's website, you can see all the different pages that are on there, so you can click straight onto that page from Google. Now, the good thing with this, right, on the right-hand side, is imagine a peacock fluffing its feathers. Now, usually within that space, there'll be 2 or 3 different companies. But because you put this on, you've fluffed your feathers out, and actually, you know, you're kind of being seen first rather than the others, because you're kind of fluffing out. And then we've got personal schema as well. So, you know, if someone searches the name on your right hand side, you've got some images, you've got everything there, you know, pretty much like a Wikipedia page, but just on Google. We've just got a couple of questions to look at. Can you create schema extensions for Shopify sites? Yes, you can. This goes onto every site. And one from Michelle: does Google create the schema markup questions, or do we? We do it. I'm just going to show you something right now. So these are the different types of schema that you can have. Okay. I'll show you the website very, very shortly, and it'll kind of make sense in a minute. But what I want to do is I just want to talk through the different types that you can have. Actually, no, I'm going to skip that, and I'm just going to go straight on to SEO Markup Generator. So you want to go to this technical SEO here. So this is where you make it. Okay, so I'm going to start at the bottom. Website. Are you a website? If so, you need to have website schema. All you do is you put your name, your URL, and the bits in here. So if I put, you know, HC Media Group, URL, HTTPS, HC Media Group. Okay. Here you can see on the right hand side the you know, the code that has been generated. This is the flag. This is the bit, and what you do, you just press that button, you copy that, copy to clipboard, and then you go and put it on your website. Obviously, if you need help with doing that, let me know. We can help kind of putting that on your website. So to answer your question, yes, you create it yourself and you put it on your website because you're creating the flag. Okay, this is all about creating the flag and showing how, you know, showing Google what your page is about. But there's loads of different ones. Video. Have you done a video? Is a video on your website? Do you want that to instantly come to the top? If so, use the video schema. Recipe. So you put the recipe on, you know, put all the ingredients, add step. If you've got any reviews, you can add the reviews. Now, these are absolutely brilliant. Okay, these are absolutely brilliant. And everybody is now used to the Google Home Hub or Amazon Alexa or things like that. How do you think that they know what, you know, if you say, hey, how do I make a scrambled egg or something like that? How do you think they know that? It's because they find these and these tell them step by step. Just got a question. Can you use these schemas on Kajabi? To be honest, buddy, I do not know. I've never even heard of that. So I guess so. If it's a web builder, but I've never heard of Kajabi, so I can't really help with that. Is technical SEO better than WordPress schema markup model? Yes. Yeah, I would use this one first and put it onto there. Where is this pasted into the background of the website? That should be pasted into your header bar. And can you have several of these on your website? Of course. You can have as many of these as you want, as long as it makes relevant to that specific page. Next bit, product. I'm sure there's some people here with an e-commerce website. You just create the product. You might probably see it sometimes. You go onto Google, you're looking for a product, and underneath the Google listing, it's got 5 stars, or it tells you how many reviews it's got. Well, this is how you put it in here, and you said add review, and you just fill this in. It's it's that easy. Person. Obviously, I've just shown you that. So if you're a person of authority, obviously myself, I'm an author and public speaker, I should be doing stuff like this. And this, you fill this in, and then that helps you when someone searches your name. Organization. With the organization, you just fill in the details. So if someone's looking for a particular organization, they can find you. Local business. Every single person should have this. Okay, every single person in the world should have this local business webinar, this local business schema, because what it does is it flags out where you are in the country. Below you got, your URL, your phone number, your street, your city. This helps with Google My Business. And this will help you rank locally because Google has trust that you're in that location. Job postings, if you've got a job, put it on here. And it, comes up in the Google Jobs section. How to? I think everybody should do this personally. Okay, how-to guides, how to put schema on a website, how to do this, how to, how to order through this app, whatever it is. If you're giving value to your customer all the time, then they're going to use you. This is great for voice search and things like this. So all you need to do is put the stuff in there and add instructions, step-by-step instructions. And it will help you rank. This is how you get into if someone goes, how to do this, this is how you get into the drop downs, which we call position 0. FAQ page. So if you've got some questions that, on your website, I personally think that everybody should have FAQs on every single page. This should work. Event. Now, I don't know if Anthony's on here, but Anthony, who was on our 5-day Google challenge, he does events, and he put the event schema on his website, and he got over 1,000 more traffic in a couple of weeks because of this. This is the main bit for him. It takes people out. It's straight to the end. It's absolutely great. Breadcrumb. This is the bit that I showed you where, the contact page and things like this. This should be, everybody should do this on their homepage. Then article and blogs. Telling everybody there's an article on a blog. Works incredible. Question from Anna. Can you have several of those on your website? I guess the events do not work if you have different dates to choose from. Yes, that would be, I'd put that more down as a product than an event. but you can still flag it up. I mean, you can still flag it up and just leave the dates out. Let me just have a look. Yeah, you just don't fill out the date section, and then it will miss that element. So it'll only read what's there. So if you've got different dates, then just ignore that and put the next bit on. So that's it. That's schema. One from Una. What would you recommend if your business has several offices? What would you recommend if your business has several office locations? The national office is based in London, but Scotland and Wales also has main hubs. I would set up an individual landing page for each office and put the schema on that relevant landing page. That's what I would do. But we can chat about that because that kind of gets a bit more complicated. Should all schemas be pasted into the homepage? No. All schemas should be pasted on the one page, one service. So if you've got an FAQ page, your schema goes on there. If you're, if you've got a product page, it should be pasted on the product. That is the main, the main thing. It follows the one page, one service section. Remember, what we're doing is we're taking people to the actual page. It's a flag on that page. So if you want them to notice the home page, put the schema on the home page. If you want them to notice the individual pages, put them on the individual pages. That is the best way to go. And here's one by, a review by Anthony, saying that, he'd done the schema section from a 5-day Google challenge, and he had an increase of a traffic of over 1,000 in a month. It works. Okay, it works incredibly well. So last bit, okay, because we've been 45 minutes already. Just take a little drink. So the last bit is your backlink strategy. Okay. Now, every website in the world has an authority score. Google will only rank you if they trust you. So I'm going to go back to the librarian. Okay. She's got a load of books there. Is she going to choose the book that 100 people have said that's a good book? Yeah, she is. But it also needs to be very, very relevant. As an example, back to the librarian, if she's got 100, plumbers saying that's a good book about World War II, and she's got 100 World War experts saying that's a good book for World War II, which one is she going to choose? Obviously, the one the experts recommend. And actually, she might have 100 plumbers saying that's a good book and 10 World War II experts saying the other's a good book. And she's going to choose the one with the less number, but more, it's been given more authority because it's been spoken about in a relevant section. So this is what backlinks are, okay? So a backlink is another website talking about your product and service, linking it to your website. We go into this very much in detail on the basic SEO course, and that will really, really help. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to utilize this in the right way to make sure that the strategy is good. Now, if a good site links to you, if the website with good authority links to you, your score goes up. If a bad site links to you, your score comes down. So what I want you to think of here, right? You're in a pub. I know it's actually quite exciting. We can, we can actually do it, not just imagine it. When I was doing these webinars previously, I was just saying, just imagine, these would be great, but now we can do it. So you're in a pub, your best friend comes over to you, someone you adore, someone you trust with your life, and they say to you, see that person over there? You don't know him, but you see that person over there? I trust him with my life. Instantly, because you trust the first person, you then trust that other person. It's trust by association. On the flip side, if somebody comes over to you that you don't trust at all, they're the dodgy ones selling the watches, you know, and they say to you, see that guy over there? I trust him with my life. And you think, wow, if it's associated to you, I don't really want to know. It's the same thing. Your score can go up, your score can come down. Now, your score as a whole, you can have a whole website domain authority score. Now, what you want to do is you want your trust to go through to individual pages, because Google does not rank your website. Google ranks an individual page of your website. If you notice, if you search Facebook marketing agency, it doesn't rank my homepage. It ranks my social media page, my Facebook page, the one page, one service. So what you want to do is you want to get the authority to flow through all of the website and attract itself to the individual pages. Can anybody guess how we let the link juice flow through the site and go to all the different pages? If you've got it, just stick it in the comments. What would I need to set up an events page on the website? No, Jen, you don't. Yours are more kind of products, but actually with your acts, it might be worth setting up the personal schema on all of the acts, because then if anybody searches that act, they have to come through you to book it. So that actually might be not a bad shout for you. With the article schema, would you create one for each article? Without a shadow of a doubt. What makes a bad site? A bad site is one that's not got a very good authority score, that's not very trusted. And you get trust from backlinks and things like that. We'll go into that in a second. So nobody's kind of put any messaging on here of my question. Okay. So how do you let the link juice flow through the site and attach itself to each individual page? Going back to step one is by having the internal linkings. So the spiders can crawl through. Remember I said there's another benefit of this, and that is, you know, that is this. So I've got a case study here in a way, okay? So I just want to kind of explain in a bit more depth. So this is how SEO management works, okay? So this is one of a past client, and we were looking after their site, and these are the keywords that they want to rank for, okay? So you've got trailer wheels, trailer tires, winch frame, toe pins, etc. We can then see how much volume is searched on a monthly basis. And then on the right-hand side, we track daily what position they're in on Google. So the trailer wheels, they're in position 10, which is the bottom of first page of Google. There's 10 positions per page, 10 pages, 100 positions. There's 1,600 people that search the term trailer wheels every single month that want to buy trailer wheels. We're at the bottom of page 1. If I could get this page to the top, they would get a slice of that pie and make a ton more sales. Now, they've got all the schema on their website, all the content's good, everything is right, but so is their competitors. Their competitors got schema, their competitors got good content, they're very relevant, they've done all the basic SEO stuff. how do we get this? How do we push these keywords up? So we get someone to write a blog on their site talking about trailer wheels, which links to your one-page one service. Okay, it links to the page that specifically talks about trailer wheels. So there's no mistake, there's no conversion. Okay, there's somebody out there, and I know because we've done hundreds of blogs for these guys. There's somebody out there that say, a construction magazine, an online construction blogger or construction magazine or something like that, talks about the best ways to keep your trailer wheels in line, or best ways not to get a puncture on your trailer wheels, or something like that. And they're an authoritative, good website that Google trusts. They write a blog, or the SEO company writes a blog and puts it on their website. And within that, they mention the term trailer wheels, which hyperlinks to your website, very much like the internal linking that I was talking about, but it's an external link. Now, my page talking about trailer wheels has now got more authority, and that is what pushes up the keyword to go from position 10 to position 7, because it's got more authority. So advanced SEO is about strategically placing authoritative backlinks to the right place. So Gagan, obviously we've been talking, and I sent you over the proposal this morning about kind of your SEO. What I would do, your keyword is in position 6 for Indian takeaway Basingstoke. What I would do is I'd get a backlink that talks about the top, top restaurants in your area, and it says in there, if you're looking for an Indian takeaway in Basingstoke, click here, and links to your website, to your homepage, which you want to rank for that keyword, and that pushes the keyword up. This is the Popeye spinach. Okay.
This is from Semrush Backlink Connector, yeah?
Yeah, so this all my snippets are from Semrush. Apart from this is not from Semrush. I believe this is from SE Ranking, which is another software that we used to use. We've replaced this bit with Semrush, but gives the same thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's it's Semrush. But you can't collect backlinks from Semrush. You can only do the research. Then you have to go out and you need to speak to the website owner that you want to link to.
Okay.
Do a deal with them. Create the link. Create the content, send it to them, get them to approve it. They usually charge you as well. But that's the strategy behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so
as we see, so on the right hand side, we've got Talk. You can see their authority score is 53. Every website in the world's got an authority score. Every single website. On the right hand side, you can see backlinks, and you can see their backlinks going up every single month. Why? Because they know this is the spinach. Okay, this is the bit that makes them grow. If they've got more authority than their competitor, guess what? They're going to get a higher ranking. It is all about the trust. Once you've got your one-page one service, once you've got your content right, once you've got your schema on, once you've done your internal linking, your website's up to scratch. But so's your competitors. What's the difference? It is this. That is what it is. So just got a couple of questions to answer. Do the internal links need to be a different color? No, 9 times out of 10, they're not. It's just our brand that we've highlighted them to make them a different color. One from Anna, any tips on how to get bloggers to put your link in? How do you check page authority position? I am going to offer you something completely free very soon, and I will show you that exactly how to do that. Does one do strategic SEO partnership marketing for this? Yep, that's what I do. that is, that's what I do. So that's it, really. That is, the 3 tips that I've got for advanced SEO. I'm just going to flick back right to the start, okay? Just so we can have a bit of a conclusion of, what we need to do. So to start with, you need to have your basic SEO in plan. You need to have one page, one service, and good content on your website. You then need to provide internal linking throughout so the link juice can flow around and your Google spiders can go around the website and find the information, that is available. There it is, an example of that. Then flag your website. Use Schema Markup to flag your pages and tell Google what that specific page is about. It's wonders. I promise you, it's absolute wonders. Next is backlink strategy, making sure you're getting backlinks and pointing them to the right page, inclusive of the right keyword that you want to rank. Now, this is what an SEO agency does, and it really pushes you forward. So what we offer, I understand that, sometimes this, looking at it as a whole might get a bit confusing, so what we offer is a completely free 45-minute or an hour chat. And what I do is I open SEMrush. So if I just highlight my website there, let me just go into SEMrush. Put my website in there, press search. This tells us absolutely everything about our website. We've got an authority score of 23, which is great. You can see our traffic growing every single month. You can see how, what we get. You can see our keywords. You can see our competitors, what they're doing. And we can really start to understand what is needed for your SEO to grow. Right, we can really start to say, okay, look, we can see the backlinks, we can see, how many domains, we can see your authority score. And from this, I can make some really good decisions on what actually I need to do on my website for my website to grow and, and to go further, basically. So my offer to everybody on here, it's completely free, right? Is I will spend 45 minutes with you. I will get your website and I'll stick it in here, and I will personally show you, say personally, either me or my business partner, Joe, will personally show you exactly what you need to do to get your website ranking on Google. It's completely free. If you want to do that, all you need to do is go onto our HC Media Group website, press contact, and in here we have the different things that we do. So I'll just go into SEO Introduction, fill your details in. Let me just do that. Here we go. You can literally pick a time that you're free, and that goes straight into our diary, and it's nice and easy. What I'm going to do to make it easier is click to everyone. There. Just put that into the group chat, so feel free to go into that and book a one-to-one session with me, and I will go through absolutely everything with you and show you how to what you need to do to get that ranking. Just had a message, the beginnings SEO thing isn't ready yet, so that webinar is not ready. So if you haven't done my beginners SEO, the best thing to do, instead of looking at another webinar, book yourself book book yourself in, and I'll give you the training on the call. I'll talk you through absolutely everything on the call. I think that's the easiest way to go. We would do the one-on-one training rather than, you know, doing anything else. How does that work? Is everybody happy? Yeah, I can see lots of thumbs up. Have I fried anybody's brain? I can see some heads shaking. SEO is not hard. Okay, even advanced SEO, it's not hard. People are just scared of it because they don't understand it. It is really easy. But the main thing is, it's not how easy it is. It's what is the result. The result is when somebody is in the buying process, you are there to sell. You know, why do supermarkets do so well? Because everything that you need is in there. You're in there, you're in the buying process when you walk through the door. And they put all the juicy stuff that they want to sell at the front. What we're doing is we're making sure you're at the front of the supermarket. And that is actually it. So, yeah, thank you for your time. I really do suggest that if you haven't booked in with me, you book in a one-to-one, because I'll be able to go through and I'll be able to show you exactly what you need to do. You can have more than one. Don't think, you know, I know there's a few people on here that, you know, they've had one. Don't, you know, if you've taken the next step, if you've done some and you want me to check your work, book another one. Okay, we're here to help you. Aran, I owe you an apology. I have sent that email. I sent it this morning or last night. I was pretty sure, you know, I was pretty sure we've done it. Is this every Thursday at 11 o'clock? No, I do this once a month. I only do this once a month. So try and get, you know, try and book in with me. You know, we've got a team. It's not just me. There's 10 of us. You know, I'm the co-founder. We've got a team of people that do this. So if you're working with us, then obviously we can keep you updated and things like that. But, you know, booking a one-to-one with me and we can, we can certainly kind of help you. So for now, thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave now. I'm going to turn off the recording. You know, feel free to book in. I'm just going to leave the, you know, everything live. So if you haven't found the link, let me just put it in the bottom again, actually. So everyone, I'll just put it again there. So we've got that. And yes, of course, once the recording's done, we will be sending it out to absolutely everybody. So for now, thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure. Louise, if you can give me 15 minutes, you know, 10, 15 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes, because I've got to leave by 1:30 because I've got another meeting, but I'll give you a call very, very shortly. And we can go from there. And for now, thank you very much. I will speak to you soon.